Hello everyone and welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name's Emily, but you can call me Em, and today we're doing part 2 of every single injury or surgery I've had. Clearly, this is not how I actually filmed the video. I was editing it and I realized it was gonna be a little bit too long, so I decided to break it into 2 parts. So this is part 2. Now, if you haven't seen part 1, link in bio, go to my channel, watch it, like, subscribe. It is a roller coaster and it somehow gets worse? Question mark? So this is part 2 of that video, and yeah, I hope you like and enjoy it. I just wanted to film this little quick intro because I didn't make one because I thought this was just gonna be one video, but yeah, okay. I'm rambling, so on with the video. Then, during my second year of college, I got my wisdom teeth removed. Now, for some reason, I only had 3 wisdom teeth that grew in. It was my bottom 2 and then my top right one. So, top left, never had one. Now, I was terrified to do this surgery because I just was. I knew I needed to be put completely under because I could not be awake during that because my anxiety would just be through the roof and it would just be horrible. So they put me out, they do it, and then the nurse woke me up, and when she woke me up after it, I remember getting mad. I don't remember what it is now, but I was having a really good dream apparently. So she woke me up and I got mad at her and I told her, I was like, why'd you wake me up? I was having a really good dream. Okay, girl. Then they put me into the waiting area and I saw my mother, and of course I'm all loopy and everything. I'll obviously insert video. I am back. But there's this one video, I can't listen to the song anymore because of its memory. The radio was on and Wonder by Shawn Mendes was on, and I was singing it with gauze in my mouth, crusty lip, blood. I wonder what it's like to be, and my mom's like, Emily, stop singing, and I'm like, no. Pardon?
I'm singing.
Why?
No.
So that was fun, and I just like wouldn't stop talking and filming myself, and it was funny. In the car on the way home, they like helped me walk out to the car, and I was like, no, I'm fine. They're like, no, we need to help you. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. In the car, sending videos to my friends. I'm like, hey, Summer, I love you. And then I'm like singing the end of Thank You Next of Ariana Grande. I'm like, yeah, yee, duh, duh. Then I get home. And we have a dog, Lucy Goose, insert photos, obviously. And I love her with my entire being. So we got home and I was so excited to see her. So I get out of the car. I run to the front door. I run up the steps, run into the living room to see her. My mom's like, Emily, don't run. I'm like, no, I need to see her. I go and see her. I pet her. I'm so happy. And I said, and I was like, my mom comes up. I said, I think I'm gonna throw up. And she was like, yeah, well, I told you not to run. That's what happened. I was like, oh my God. And I was just sitting there. I didn't throw up though, thank God. And then I actually have videos on my phone that I recorded from in my room that I don't remember recording at all, which is really like scary. Like, I've never been like drunk or blackout drunk before, but I can only imagine that's what those people feel like when they go on their phone the next morning and they don't remember videotaping or doing things. Like, it was actually terrifying. It was terrifying. So yeah, I had that surgery. Of course, though, I had a complication. I don't know what they did, but I lost my sense of taste. Now, this happened when COVID was going on, so they're like, are you sure you just don't have COVID and that's why you lost your taste? And I'm like, no, I don't have COVID. Never have had COVID. I've had like 7 vaccines, never had COVID. Slay. Anyways, I'm like, it's not COVID. Not COVID. What did you do to me? So I go back and they're like, oh, we might have accidentally like touched a nerve and like it might have messed up like your senses. We might have to do another surgery. You might never get your taste back again. sir. Now, slowly but surely it came back. So, like, this is the only way that I can explain it to people that, like, makes sense. But essentially, so my taste buds, let's say normal, you can taste 100%. But I was only tasting, at one point I was only tasting like 20. Like, the taste was very dull. I could kind of taste it, but it wasn't the full flavor. But then slowly, then surely it started like coming back. But when it wasn't fully there, it was horrible to eat foods. I loved Wendy's chocolate Frosties. I could devour them, but when I was eating them after my wisdom teeth surgery, because it was like soft food, they tasted like absolute garbage, disgusting, made me want to throw up. I had to stop eating them, and I haven't eaten one since because like I'm literally scared. But it like messed that up for me, which is just so messed up. But thankfully I didn't need another surgery or anything, and everything was all good. So now I just have chipped teeth because I don't have health insurance and I can't afford to go to the doctor. So about 6 months after getting my wisdom teeth out, I get another concussion. Now, this one was very stupid because how it happened, it's like, what are you actually doing? How does this work? Essentially, I was at work in the parking booth. I dropped some money out of the register, so I bent down to get it, right? And I was under the desk, but I wasn't far enough back to stand up. I was still under the desk when I stood up. I hit the back of my head right here. Still tender to this day. Hit the back of my head, and I went, oh my God, I don't feel good. So I reported the incident because my dad was working, and they gave me an ice pack, whatever. I ate my lunch. Then I'm throwing up nonstop. I'm like, I need to go to the hospital right now. I'm not okay. Now, my dad's immunocompromised, so I didn't want him waiting in the hospital with me, and my mom was on vacation, and so I went to the hospital by myself, sitting there wearing a mask, crying. Again, I'll insert photos. And then the hospital waiting room was so loud, and it was just taking forever. I went up to one of the triage nurses, because I hadn't been seen by a triage nurse yet. And I was like, it is so loud. I'm pretty sure I have a concussion. It's so loud. Do you have a room that I could just sit in? And the lady's like, no, but you can go outside. No, I'm not thinking properly. I don't have anyone to advocate for me. I'm like, okay, it's quieter outside. Tell me why I told this nurse I have a concussion. She let me go outside by myself with no one supervising me. That's crazy. So I went outside, and then eventually they called in on me. They went in, I think they did tests, and then I had to go back sitting in the waiting room, and I'm texting my one coworker and my friend. I'm like, guys, like, I can't do this. I'm crying. My mask is soaking wet from tears. I'm wearing my no tears left to cry Ariana Grande crew neck. Hilarious choice. Sunglasses, because my head hurts from the light. Not to mention, when I was in the 4th grade, I was diagnosed with migraines. I had them really bad in the 4th grade, and I had them really bad in the 9th grade. So I'm like, this is like not okay. It's the worst head pain I've ever felt. Not okay. Sitting in the waiting room, whatever. I see a doctor. She's with me for 2 seconds. I swear to God, like, I know emergency rooms are packed and there's so many people, whatever. But she did not care, which is insane because it was literally my head. Like, I could have died. Anyways, so this happened on a Monday. So she sees me for like 2 seconds. She does like one test. I don't even remember what it was. Maybe it was a balance test. She's like, yeah, you have a concussion. Stay home from work for like 4 days, and then you can go back to work. Here's a doctor's note. Here you go. Bye. Okay. I go home. Message my other manager, tell him what's going on, whatever, and then just like lay down. I watched movies because I couldn't look at screens. So I had my laptop and I play movies, and then I face it away from me and kind of close it, but I could hear it. And I did it with movies that I've seen a lot. So I did it with like all the Shrek movies and like Incredibles and like a bunch of movies that I'd seen 30 million times. I did it with an episode of Criminal Minds, which is crazy. That's what I was doing. The Friday rolls around. I'm scheduled to work, but I don't feel good. I'm like, I can't. Then Saturday, I was supposed to work, but I was like, I can't. But I forget the logistics of this. Maybe that's due to the concussion. But no one could work, so I had to go in, concussed. So I'm there with my sunglasses, sitting in the same place where I hit my head. I'm flipping off the countertop. I have these photos. I'm like, I think I lasted 3 hours. And then finally someone was able to come in. I went back to the hospital, but this time my mom was with me, so she was able to advocate for me. Except one of the really fucked up things that she did, I was literally laying in the dark, not feeling good, sunglasses on, whatever, and she took a photo of me and posted it on Facebook. It told people that I had a concussion. I'm gonna insert the photo. What is with the moms posting things on Facebook that shouldn't be posted? Like, what are you doing? So anyways, I saw the new doctor and I explained what happened, and they're like, yeah, this is messed up. They got me a CT. The first doctor I saw didn't give me a CT, which is like the first thing you should do when someone's concussed, but this woman did not care. So the second doctor is like, yeah, we're gonna get you a CT. What the heck? Get the CT, they're like, yeah, you're concussed, you shouldn't go to work for at least a month. So I called into my work, I was like, hey, I can't be in for a month. So I left, but since it was a workplace injury, I did get paid by the government, so I didn't lose any money, which was really good. But it was really hard to recover from that concussion. Like, it was rough. Then I go back to work. I'm still not feeling 100%, but I'm way better. I go back to work. Tell me why I bend down and pick something else. I hit my head again. No, I just want to reiterate, the first time I hit my head, I did not hit it hard. It was just the spot that I hit it that really got it back in the head. I hit it like the top here or whatever the second time, so it was fine. But then after recovering from my concussion, I was having really bad spatial awareness, and I actually kept hitting my head over and over again. I wouldn't realize I was too close to something. I'd hit my head on the wall. I hit it like on a car door, on the roof of a car. Like, it was not good. So I hit my head in August, and then I was having all these symptoms, so I went back to my doctor in March. And I was like, hey, I don't know what's happening. And he's like, yeah, I think you have post-concussion syndrome. I'm going to send you to this like physiotherapist that specializes in concussions and stuff. And then I went to him for about 3 months, and then I moved to Toronto, and then it ended up being fine. I do get really bad headaches sometimes. Sometimes I do get piercing pain like through the back here, which sucks. So yeah, I don't think I can ever go on like a roller coaster again, which makes me really upset because I've never been to Disney and I want to go on the roller coasters there. Maybe one day I'll sacrifice myself for it. I don't know. In the meantime though, I'm not going on any roller coasters or doing anything crazy. Last injury on this list actually happened in January of this year. I was hoping that 2024 was going to be a good year because 2023 was absolutely horrible. Let's do a good start to January 2024. I was feeling good. The universe though said no. You thought no. Boom. So I got actually really sick. Again, wasn't COVID, but like really sick with like the flu. Was not good at all. Literally one of the worst feelings of being sick. All of a sudden, this pinky starts hurting a lot. Hurting too much. I think I sprained my pinky. And I don't know if it was from like holding my phone, like pinky, like you know how people get like weird deformed pinkies from holding their phone too often. I don't know if it was because of that or if I just did something to it. But I had to buy another splint, but I was traumatized from the 7th grade of using the big metal ones. So I got like a different one. I'll insert photos. So I've sprained these 3 fingers on this hand, and I'm right-handed. So, but anyways, yeah, I sprained this finger, and it went on for about like a month or 2 months. I had to wear like a splint, and at work I have like a mouse, so I'm like using the mouse, but my finger's just like straight, and it was really messed up, and it hurt a lot, and I did not like it at all. So since then I haven't had any like big injuries or anything. Fingers crossed I don't have any, because that would suck. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've gone through in the past 23 years, which is insane. Well, that's everything that I've gone through. It's a lot, it's horrible. Yes, I should be covered in bubble wrap and wear a helmet at all times because seriously, what is wrong with me? Like, genuinely. That's all for today's video. I hope you liked it and liked hearing about my pain, as weird as that sounds. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Have you ever had any bad injuries? Let me know in the comments down below. I want to know. I hope I'm not the only clumsy one who gets hurt all the time. I don't know. Anyways, I'm your girl M, and I'll see you next time. Bye!